Hi there, my name's Peter Kyle. I'm the Member of Parliament for Hove and Portslade down in the city of Brighton and Hove on the south coast. And I've been asked to talk to you about when I came out of the closet, which I did quite a long time ago now, and it feels quite a long time ago. But the thing that I want to say to you is that when you watch videos like this and you meet and see all these very, very successful people who are talking to you having succeeded in business or in the charity world or in politics, that it always feels like there is a sense of inevitability, that everything would always work out all right. But for every person that's talking to you about these experiences and the challenges of coming out, they had really difficult times as well, and things worked out well for them. But it worked out well for them because of the choices they made and the way that they did it. And I think that particularly for me, but for most other people as well, the experience of coming out helped them, and certainly helped me, to have the strength of character that I have today and to have the security of who I am. Now, I went to school in the 1980s in a comprehensive school in Bognor Regis in the south coast. At the time I was going to school, being gay was simply not a thing. I didn't know a single out gay person in the school that I went to, certainly not amongst the friends that I had. So that meant that it wasn't something I thought about very often. And then there was a second thing, because in the 1980s the government brought in a law that was called Section 28. Section 28 meant that in schools and in public bodies they couldn't talk about same-sex relationships in a positive way. Now, I remember very, very well being in a classroom when a teacher, midway through talking about a text, a book that we were reading, stopped and explained in the eyes of the government that this was not a normal relationship that we were discussing. Now, you can imagine the impact that had on me as a teenager in school, being told that by a teacher that I trusted on behalf of the government. Now, this was something that had a profound impact on me because I was thinking quite carefully about who I was attracted to and what sort of person I was going to grow up to be and what sort of person that I was. So these are the sorts of things that I had to deal with when I was your age. Now, when I left school, I went straight into work and I became an aid worker for almost 10 years. And in that time, I was working in some pretty difficult places around the world for almost a decade. And that meant that I didn't really think about a lot of these issues very much. But then it got to the point where I thought, I wanted to be with somebody. Who is it going to be? By then, I was very, very certain of who I was, what made me tick, what my strengths are as a person. And I knew in my heart that I was a good person. And nothing was going to shock that or shake that belief. I knew what my family thought of me, and I knew what my close friends thought of me. So as soon as I decided that actually I was gay and I wanted to be with somebody, I just picked up the phone and then one by one I told all of the people that were closest to me. This doesn't mean that because this is the way that I did it, that it means it's right for you to do it. Every person has got to find their own way through these difficult things. Many people will do it much younger than I was because I was in my 20s. Some people do it later in life. But the key thing is figuring out who you are as a person and then letting the people that you care about the most know. And what you'll probably find is that the people that care about you the most will just want you to be happy, and they'll just want to be there to support you through this really important stage in your life. And allowing people to be there for you is also really important. So even though this is a very, very big moment for you, it's really important for you to understand right now and right at the beginning, this is also a really important moment for all of the people who care about you. And by you allowing them to be part of this journey with you and to support you through it, and to ask you questions and to be there to listen to you, it's also a really important thing for them too. Now, this is something that we gay people have to deal with that other people don't have to deal with. Straight people will never have to come out to their family. They'll never have to announce one day that they're straight. So this is something that we have to deal with that other people don't, and we just have to accept that. That's something that we an experience that makes us different from many other people. That's why pride is still very important to people like me and the LGBT community, because we have a set of experiences that we understand as a community that most other people will never understand. But for me, it was a very important part in letting other people know who I was, because sexuality is a very important part of who we are as individuals. It has never shaken my belief in myself, and it's never made me doubt who I am and what my strengths are as a person. But it certainly, I believe, because I'm very, very comfortable with it, it's helped me to become a stronger person. And once you move forward in life, and people start to know you firstly for your talents, for your potential, and all of the things that you have to give society and to give other people and give the community around us, and these are the things that people know about you first, and whether you're gay or not is something that they'll find out second, third, fourth, or maybe not even at all. But the fact that you are comfortable with it, you've told the people who are closest to you, and you've then moved on in life and focused on what's most important about your life going forward. This is something that makes you a stronger person, not just to yourself, but being at ease with it makes you a much stronger person through the eyes of lots of other people that you'll meet. So my final bit of advice to you is not to worry too much about this at any one moment in time. You will have to go through this at some point in your life, but do it at a point that you are most comfortable with. Just because other people around you might be making these decisions and they might be dealing with it in a certain way, it doesn't mean that you have to. So find the time that's right for you, find the people that you care about most and the people that you think would want to be there with you on this journey, and involve them in these discussions. But do it at a time that feels right for you, and make sure that it's part of you discovering who you are and allowing the people you care about the most to understand who you are. And I'm sure that when you look at other people, and perhaps me even as well, and you see what we've achieved in life and what I've achieved in life, you'll see that actually being comfortable with who you are makes you a stronger person, more capable of succeeding in life, and certainly is something that all of your friends and all of the people that care about you will see as a strength. So good luck going forward. I really do truly wish you all the best.